Howdy everyone, it's me once again, the one and only Killer Rodan. And today, as you can see, I'm still continuing my Disney movie marathon where I'll be talking about the movies, of course, TV shows, merchandising, themes, I don't know, whatever. If it's related to Disney in any shape or form, then yes, of course, there's a good chance I'll talk about it. So here we go, I reckon. Anywho, so here we go, I suppose. Oh yeah, definitely. Anyway, I'll be reviewing the animated short titled Lego Star Wars, the new Yoda Chronicles Escape from the Jedi Temple. Yeah, that's a mouthful. No, it really isn't, huh? Anyway, when it comes to like the Star Wars Lego related stuff, I tend to stay away from the stuff like the Plague because they often come out like way too goofy for my taste, way too silly. So if you ask me, that's just me though. I mean, I know there's an audience for this, and that's fine. I'm just not for it, okay? But I'm gonna talk about it anyway, regardless. Anyway, like always, let's talk about the plot, shall we? So here we go. And this was what about 22 minutes in length, so whatever. In this animated short movie, let's just say that of course Luke Skywalker is gonna make an appearance here because Luke here does make a really immature decision that nearly results in disaster. So of course Yoda and Ben decide to extend his training and of course to make sure everything's done properly, obviously, and make sure everything's fixed, of course, in that regard. But obviously, has to do with Jedi training, of course, and whatnot. But okay, that's basically what this is about. I mean, of course, there's gonna be an adventure, some sci-fi elements, but some mix the whole thing up with, of course, the some comedy, of course, as you might expect, of course, and whatnot. So anyway, that's kind of the idea here. And yes, it's supposed to be in continuity with the original trilogy, of course, by the way. It's supposed to be connected to that. Of course, in case anyone's wondering when this is this supposed to take place, continuity wise, that in case anyone's wondering. Okay, so whatever. So anyway, I know the people behind this type of stuff. I know there's more than one kind of storytelling when it comes to this. So me reviewing this kind of stuff when it comes to Lego Star Wars is going to be rather sporadic. Unless if I feel like doing it. But of course, I want to talk about movies and whatnot anyway. So of course, I had to talk about this as often as I could because I would like to review every single installment, at least movie wise anyway, when it comes to Star Wars. And as for the TV shows, I'm gonna do that rather sporadically. I guess it's gonna be random, really, and depending on what I'm doing, of course, if I have the time for it. Anyway, but it's okay. I thought it was alright. It's not something I would watch again even though it's really short, like I said, it's really really short. It's about what 22 minutes, like I said, like a little animated short and whatnot. But yeah, like I said, it's okay. I like the animation. Animation is really good. Really giving like the Lego feel to it. Of course, the model rather than obviously they actually look like actual live Legos. If that makes any sense, like they're moving on their own. They don't need a pair of hands moving them all about, of course. So I mean that's something I reckon. And yeah, I mean, of course, you get what it's pretty much what you expect when it comes to this. It's gonna be very family friendly and whatnot. And which, in some ways, for me personally, that kind of ruins it, if you ask me, because it feels like very low stakes. Of course, because of that, it can't be too violent, it can't be too sexy or whatever, and whatnot. So, I mean, yes, something is I won't complain is about the overall tone of the franchise is very inconsistent. I mean, I know the Star Wars expanded universe already has a bad rep anyway because a lot of people assumed that this franchise is strictly for kids, like for babies, which of course is not the case. But stuff like this does not help, whatever and whatnot. And if you look at the some of the films, they actually do deal with some heavy subject matter, of course. Well, whether it's well executed or not, that's like a different debate. That's not what I'm talking about here. But it is brought up in the movies. The more heavier stuff and whatnot when it comes to just anything really, like politics and whatnot. So this just feels out of place when you think about it. It feels really really out of place because of that. But I mean, the people behind it, they can do whatever they want. Of course, it's just their way. It's just trying to do their own thing. I guess they must have felt like Star Wars is flexible enough that they're gonna pretty much do whatever almost. I guess. And like, okay, so there's that. I guess they should be able to do whatever they want with this IP, I suppose. I guess. But beyond that, like we're saying, the animation's fine. The voice acting is fine. The music's fine. So on a technical level, it's fine. Okay, all that's fine. I'll give it all that. It looks nice. The sound effects are really good, and all that. On a technical level, it's very well made. It's really, really well made. Just story wise, I'm like, it's kind of like whatever. I'm like whatever about that. Story wise, I just didn't care for it. Just the plot wise, I mean, don't get me wrong. The franchise had produced worse than this. Yeah, the franchise had produced far worse than this. I'll give it that. Sure, I'm not going to go as far as to say that this is like the bottom of the barrel stuff because it isn't. It's far from that. I mean, it's not that good either. It's not that bad, but it's not that good either. It's like somewhere in the middle for me. But I don't know. That's just me. Again, I know. Like I just said, I know there is an audience for this, and that's fine. Like I just said, it's just not my cup of tea. Okay, if you're a fan of this stuff, more power to you. You're able to enjoy something I clearly didn't. More power to you. Great, that's wonderful, and you should be able to enjoy it. I'm not going to take that away from you. It's just not me. Okay, it's not for me. Anyway, whatever. I'll give this an overall rating of a 6.2. I think it's a 6.2 out of 10 for me. As always, thanks for watching. See you.